Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be trying out the Althea concealer. I know this concealer is something that some of you have been wanting to check out and also are interested to see my review for that. Althea took a while, I don't know why. I think they mentioned it last year, which is the end of last year in December. They mentioned that they have a concealer coming out and they're planning to send it over. It took a while for them to arrange and stuff like that, and it finally arrived with a bunch of other products. They have this very beautiful eyeshadow palette, which I will use in another video, and they also have this spotlight eye gel, and they also sent me a bunch of the watercolor cream tints. So what I thought is that I'll try each of this product first individually in their own video, basically do like a first impression video of them, and then after that I'll come together to do like a get ready with me with all the products that is in here. Stay tuned to check out for all the other first impressions of these products if you are interested. Without further ado, I will go into the concealer. This is the one that everybody has been talking about. Everybody has been like, oh, do you have the concealer from Althea? Thought they only had 3 shades, but wow, they actually have 4 shades. It's not enough. We need more shades than this. I think you must understand that Althea is still considered a small brand when it comes to producing their own makeup or producing their own skincare, whatever it is. Be kind to them, I guess. You're gonna be a little bit forgiving for that. Because even when it comes to a lot of Korean brand skincare or Korean brand makeup in general, all their like foundation shades or even their concealer shades are very limited. Sometimes, right, they're such a huge brand, but they only come up with like 2 shades for foundation. It's just how it is. They're just targeting their own market at the moment. They just never really thought much about international market. But the fact that they have 4 shades here from Althea, it's considered pretty good already, rather than like just 2 shades. Usually, for Korean brand, they always come up with just 2 shades, okay? Obviously, if we continue to support them, they will, you know, push forward when it comes to makeup and when it comes to their own brand skincare and makeup. Today, we will focus on their Flawless Creamy Concealer. I really hope it works. I really hope that it is a good concealer. For this vanilla, I think this has a little bit more of like a pinker undertone rather than a yellow undertone as compared to ginger actually. I mean, you can tell ginger has more of like the yellow undertone while the vanilla has more of like a pinker undertone. So I'm just gonna name out the shades for you guys first. The first one is a vanilla. This is ginger. They have honey. This is honey. And then you get mocha. Before I go into the concealer, let me put on some foundation and primer first. I am still currently using the Beauty Maker Perfect Hydrating Primer, which I absolutely love because it's so moisturizing for me and it works well as a primer. And then I'm also still using the Maybelline Dream Satin Skin. This one, I'm kind of half of it, but that's just still a lot. I feel like liquid foundation is always a lot. I'm not gonna do too much of foundation, just a little bit, just to kind of even up my skin a little bit more. Plus also I want to see how the concealer sits on a foundation rather than just my bare skin. Just give it a light tap. Probably didn't need to do that, but just give it a light tap just to blend it out. Let me take ginger and vanilla. Let me have a look and see how they look like. I like that they all comes with a little tap like that to kind of make sure that it is a brand new product. If you just twist it, they pretty much just pops out like that. Dofu applicator is pretty simple, pretty common like most concealer dofu applicator. That is pretty intensely pinky white. Wow, that's pretty intense. That's pretty pale. Let me try ginger and see. I'm gonna swatch honey also for you guys. Next up, we're gonna swatch mocha. I don't know about you, but I think from the camera itself, the mocha is actually pretty deep. The concealer doesn't look like what it looks like from the tube itself. Like the tube doesn't represent the swatch very well. Okay, so just be aware of that. It looks a little bit darker out rather than as you compare it from the tube itself. Let's take a look at the honey one. This is honey. Ginger also looks a little bit different from the tube. Like not completely super accurate. Is it because it oxidizes or something? Like for vanilla, it's a little bit different. It's more pink rather than from the tube itself. Is it just me or you guys are seeing this too? I don't know. Okay, so this is what it looks like after I kind of buff it out a little bit, just so that you guys can have a better representation of it or better look at it. We're not gonna debate too much about this. Let's try the vanilla one out first. Number one, I'm gonna use this. Make that little triangle. Do a little bit here as well. Highlight, just to highlight my face. Maybe for a little bit of contouring, I would use, not mocha. Mocha is a little bit too dark. Maybe honey, ever so slightly to contour my face a little bit. Smells pretty nice though. It has a very pleasant, fresh scent to it. Spray a little bit more, and we're gonna go in with our, beauty blender. This beauty blender is so beat up already right now. Like everywhere you see, there's holes and patches already. I'm gonna spray more on the sharper end side because that's where I'm gonna use it. Ooh, oh my gosh. Okay, this concealer dries out really fast. You better work it in pretty quickly. Yeah, as you can see, it really dries down super fast. Like right now, I want to try to blend it out. It's a little bit hard to blend out. So it's not a bad thing. So it's just that you need to take note that this concealer dries out really fast. So you just gotta apply it on, then quickly blend it out. Apply it on, then quickly blend it out. Ooh. I have a feeling that maybe vanilla is a little bit bright for me. Oh, super bright for me lah. What the world? Oh my gosh. Okay. This concealer has a really thin consistency, so it's not cakey at all. It is also not the dewy kind of concealer. Matte finish, but not drying type of concealer that I don't feel like it grabs onto my under eye too much. Maybe I didn't go in there. Let's try that again. It doesn't cover too much though. I mean, it covers out okay, very lightly. Oh, I gotta work very quickly because this dries so quickly. It brightens super well though. I mean, the lighter shade one definitely does brightens up really well. They say it's like a creamy concealer. Probably the first time you apply on, it is creamy. It dries down so fast and it's more of like a matte finish to your face. Like as you can tell, my skin is not extremely super dewy right now. It's like around this area, it's more matte rather than dewy. If anything dewy, it's thanks to my like primer and also my foundation. It doesn't have like the best super like immediately once I apply on, all my dark under eyes completely gone. No, it still kind of allows your like natural skin to peek through a little bit. I'm just gonna apply a little bit of brows. I don't think I'll do much on my face today. I'm just gonna leave this as it is, and then I'll come back later to see how it is after a couple of hours, maybe give you like a check-in kind of thing. So I'm back after I apply my brows on and I curl my lashes a little bit. I didn't apply any mascara or anything, just to probably leave it a little bit more of an all-natural kind of feel today because I'm not gonna go out or anything. I'm just gonna be home doing work and stuff like that, or play a little bit of games and stuff like that. I also apply a little bit more of a lip color just to make myself look a little bit more alive. Let me just give you a real like full-on first impressions of what I think about this concealer after I actually managed to look really closely to the mirror. I know people will not go into like that's your face lah, but I mean, you know, when you see yourself, you will feel like, oh my gosh, I have so many imperfections and stuff like that. But usually people will stand about this length. I would say they can see a little bit of what your face is all about, what are you made of, but they will not be able to fully see the true you know, kind of things like that. First of all, I would say that the concealer is a little bit too matte for my liking. Matte concealers are not 100% bad. For concealers, if you have like a super dewy concealer, it kind of feels a little bit scary because dewy products or like super creamy dewy products, they usually tend to move a lot, and they usually can't, most of the time, again, not all the products out there are like that, but most of the time dewy products or dewy, I guess, concealer and foundation, those kind of base products, they tend to move. They don't really stick to your skin that well. You get what I mean? So I would say concealer, to have it matte is actually quite a smart move to keep it safe, very safe. But it is a little bit drying for my liking. Around my nose area here, just now I apply a little bit here. like more here, and then I blend it towards my nose area. It kind of catches on my like dry patches a little bit. Thankfully, it is a very thin consistency type of concealer, so which means that once you apply it on, you know, it doesn't look cakey on the skin. It's super lightweight. It doesn't feel like there's anything there at all. I don't feel like I have any product underneath my eye at all. It doesn't seem to really exaggerate any of my pores. It doesn't make my pores look, some of it will be like saying, JQ, you got pores, you got no pores one. But I do have a little bit of pores, but it doesn't look like it's exaggerating my pores or anything. It doesn't make me look like I have like really dry, big pores. So it doesn't do that. Yeah, so I guess I will see you guys later, maybe after a couple of hours, and then I will give you guys a check-in. It's been a couple of hours right now, and I have gone out to eat, I've done my work. I didn't really sweat that much, I would say. But it's like a normal day, I would say, a normal everyday of my life where I just work and sometimes I go out and eat and things like that. I would say that my skin kind of looks better right now. I don't think that the concealer rubbed off or anything. I don't think that it's fading, or I don't think that it's coming off or smudging off and things like that. I think this is a pretty good concealer. It's just that I feel that it is a little bit dry on my skin. It's one of those makeup products that I feel that it will get better after a while of wearing it, because of how like my skin will produce oil. That's where it will look a little bit more hydrated. My skin doesn't feel as dry. But I just feel cosmetics shouldn't be that way. I don't think that should be the reason why I give it like the super thumbs up, because after wearing it for a while, it just makes it look better. I just think that a super good concealer for me supposed to like look good from the beginning and also look good towards the end. Like it doesn't smudge, it doesn't fade or things like that. I personally do think that this is a not too bad of a concealer. I think this is a good concealer for people with oily skin type or people who likes the matte finish. I personally do think this is a little bit too drying for my skin. It's not that I won't use it, I just feel that I will use it. I will reach out for this, but I will definitely moisturize the heck out my face before I actually use this. It's not that it didn't work or anything. It does work and it does last on my face. I do believe that. And what I really enjoy about this concealer is that it has a very thin consistency. Like such a thin consistency, I almost feel like it's not there when I apply it on. So yeah, that's my thought on this concealer. And I just realized I did not record an outro for this video. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!